Hello, today I'm going to show you how to remove your Jamberry nail wraps in a simple and easy way. And we're going to use coconut oil. It's still pretty warm here. And so the coconut oil is in a liquid form. If it was solid, you could take out some and put it in the microwave for a little bit, or put it in a container in some warm water, or you could just use it in the solid form. I actually have already poured some out into a small container that I use for beauty purposes. So you're just going to dip your finger in there and work it on all of your nail beds. And after you have that around all your cuticles and nail beds, you're going to use a dental floss pick. And so I already started to peel off one here, but you're just going to kind of come up underneath the nail and work it a little bit at a time until it comes off. These nails have been on for 8 days, and so there's still quite a bit of adhesive, and they don't just fall off me. So you can see there that the nail, it just came right off there. So again, we'll just kind of come up underneath and just work it a little bit at a time. The dental floss really does a nice job of getting off any extra adhesive off of your nail. So that's how we'll do it. All of the nails that way, and then we'll go on to the next. So the next thing you want to do after you get all of the nail wraps off is I apply some sort of cuticle oil or cuticle cream to easily remove them. Jamberry makes a product. I particularly like this product. So you just apply that to all of your nail beds, and then you're going to take your orange stick and you're going to push back all of your cuticles and really get off any hidden cuticles. So any of the white cuticle that is on your nail, you want to get rid of, because your Jamberry wrap is not going to stick to the your cuticles. So you want to do that. Also, if you really push back all of the cuticle there, when you apply your Jamberry wrap, it's going to look a lot neater, and as your nail grows, you're going to have at least 7 to 9 days where you're not seeing a lot of that bottom part of your nail as that grows out. So go ahead and do that to all of your nails with your orange stick, pushing everything down, scraping off any of the cuticles. I just bought an inexpensive manicure set from Walmart. You could then go through, and if there was any cuticle that you needed to remove, you could clip that off. And so this part, even though it's a little bit time consuming, you should be doing it, and probably I should have always done it when I was trying to paint my nails too. I just didn't really take the time, but I think it is a very important step to applying, talking to the camera, to applying your Jamberry nail wraps. Okay, then we'll move on to the next step. So today I'm going to show you how to do your application of your Jamberry nails. I've already painted my nails because I'm going to be using a clear wrap today. This came in my style box this month, and so I'm going to go ahead and apply my clear wrap over my mustard yellow nail lacquer that came. So I've already pushed back all my cuticles, and then I did wash my hands with some dish soap, dried them, and then I used the nail cleanser. I suppose you could just use some rubbing alcohol or some hand sanitizer even. So then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one set of my wraps in half, and so they look like this. And turn on my heater if you are using your blow dryer, have that ready. And then I'm just going to go ahead and apply all of my wraps at once on my one hand. So figure out which size I want to use. Just going to put them on. So I'm going to just go ahead and put on all of the wraps there. I touched the edge here, and so that part's not going to be by, that's not going to affect how it's sticking to my nail because it's far away from my nail. So just kind of size them up here. And apply them as low to the nail bed as I can. I've got a lot of extra off the top of that wrap there, so I'm going to go ahead and take some scissors and quickly just get that down. We don't need all that extra wrap. If I was doing my toes at the same time, I might try to save them. So I'll just pick up all those extra little wraps and throw those guys away. I've got one stuck to my counter here. Okay, I've got a couple more to apply. Just go ahead and size up the... It's better to err on the thin side than to have it too fat, because you definitely don't want your nail wrap on your skin. So just trim off that extra bit of wrap.
What?
Okay, I've got one more here to apply. So once I have them all on my fingers, then I'm going to heat them and push them down all at once. Okay, so they're all on my fingers here. And I'm going to go ahead and, I have my Jamberry heater, but you could use a hair dryer. And I'm just going to go ahead and about 3 to 5 seconds heat up all of my wraps. So I apply my wraps cold. About 3 to 5 seconds each nail. Then I'm going to go ahead and press them all down. Then you take your purple pusher and you push everything down. Just go along the edges. So these wraps are applied using heat and pressure. Just take that purple pusher, push it all the way down. Okay. Now I like to wear my nails pretty short, so then I'm going to take my clippers and I'm going to go ahead and just clip off the edge of the wrap and a little bit of my nail. Alternatively, if you didn't like to do it that way, you could just take your nail file perpendicular to your nail and do it this way. So we're going to go and do that off of all of the nails, either perpendicular filing down, and then the wrap will just pretty much fall off, or you can clip them. And then I'm going to go under the heater one more time with them. Again, this was my style box that I got this September. It came with 2 wraps and a nail lacquer. And so I'm just trying those out today. I've never put on their nail lacquer before. I really like it. I hate nail polish. I don't like to polish my nails. But it was fun to do this, and then you can get that look there with the mustard yellow, and then there's with that wrap over it. Okay, so we'll continue to do that. This is the fastest way I have found to put on my wraps. It takes me about 6 to 7 minutes each hand. And right now we're at 7 minutes, and that's with me explaining my process in the beginning too. So there they're on. I'm just going to go ahead and run them under the heater again for about 3 to 5 seconds. Push them down one more time. I think it'll be good to go. Here's hand number 2, starting from the beginning. Take out my wraps, go ahead and cut. And I'm not going to talk at all, I'm just going to do it. Let's see how fast we can get it through. Okay, this wrap fits actually better, this second to the end. Okay, let's size them up. Too big, just right. One more. Turn my heater on. You can use a hairdryer too. Three to 5 seconds on each nail. There are lots of different ways to apply your Jamberries. I like this way. I think it's the fastest way. You could heat each individual one first and then apply them. You could do the baggy method. You have curving nails. For me, this works. My wraps stay on at the very least 10 days. I have had them stay on for as many as 17 days. And at that point, I'm just bored with them. I want them to come off. So I just heated them, so I'm gonna go ahead and push. Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna talk. Heat and pressure are your friends. I have other videos to watch if you want to try to custom size your nail wraps if none of the wraps really seem to fit, or if you want to try to use ones that are too big, you can use Scotch tape. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and clip off the edges or use the file. I think because this is my left hand that I'd have to be cutting with. I'm going to file these down. I feel like maybe I don't cut as well with my left hand or trim, but typically I like to use the trimmers. After about day 10, well, maybe even after day 7, I tend to do this every morning. Just kind of take off or clip them. Just really helps keep my Jamberry nails looking very nice and new. This looks really, really cool with that yellow and the black. So we're now at about 5 minutes. So when I didn't talk to you, I was able to get these on even faster. If you do get the Jamberry style box, you get a nail file and an orange stick, and then your choice of trendy, feminine, or classic wraps and colors. And get those 2 wraps and a lacquer now. So excited. I've got 1 more month left, and I think I'll be renewing my style box. So anyway, you just go ahead and file them down until the ends come off, and they will. And then I'll go ahead and I'll heat them 1 more time, and we should be ready to go. So thanks so much for watching my video. If you're watching this because you're coming to the Soulless Jamberry party, I'd be happy to see you there. If you're watching this and you're not coming to the Soulless Jamberry party, you could comment to me about it and I'll tell you how to help us out. Alright. So that is my finished manicure. There, it's just 7 minutes right now. So I completed both hands in 7 minutes and each, and that's that.